What is up, everybody? Magically Miles here. We are back to Hollywood Studios for part two. There is so much to see here in this park, and there's no way that I could include everything in the first video. So today we are going back for the rest of this park that you haven't seen yet. Now today's video is going to be just a little bit more chill than what the first video was. We're going to focus more on the sights and the sounds of the park itself, and we're going to maybe go do a ride or two, but we're also going to go and look through the shops. We're going to go and see some of the shows. We're going to do all different types of things today, but today is going to be a little bit more chill. But I wanted to go and show you guys that there is still plenty to do if you're wanting to just have a chill day, and why this is one of the best parks to actually do that here on property. So hang out with me, guys, and I'll see you guys here in a bit. All right, guys, so we are in Hollywood Studios. We're back. We're actually going to go over here and we're going to look and see what the current wait times are for the rides. It's a pretty nice day today. It's a crisp 90 degrees outside, but there is an amazing breeze blowing. Thank the Lord for that, because it gets so hot so quick here. But the park is kind of busy today, and I'm actually kind of surprised by that, because Rock and Roller Coaster is now closed for refurbishment. They are changing that into the Muppets roller coaster, so we're all excited to see what that's going to be. But in the meantime, we're waiting, and there's still a lot of people here, so that shows you how great of a park this is. Okay, so it looks like the wait times are actually pretty standard for today. Millennium Falcon is currently sitting at 50 minutes, Rise of the Resistance is currently sitting at 60 minutes, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is also at 60 minutes, Tower of Terror is currently at 45 minutes, Toy Story Mania is at 25, and Slinky Dog Dash is currently at 80 minutes. They also have the next show times posted in case you want to go and catch one of those, and these are going to be posted throughout the park as well, but the first one is going to be listed right at the edge of Bay Lake. Okay, so we're going to back up a little bit and go back to what you see as soon as you walk through the gates. On the right, you're going to see Oscar's Super Service gas station, which is the spot where you can rent a stroller or get a wheelchair or EVC rentals if they're needed. And this billboard, that's what the name was originally going to be for the park. And the background is one of the original concepts for the theming of the park. Now, the park actually opened on May 1st, 1989, and one of the gas pumps at the gas station actually reads 0501 1989 to pay homage to the opening day. And then this house is themed around what houses would look like back in this era. And this is going to be where you can go to get your PhotoPass pictures if you'd like to get those printed out. And the inside is, of course, themed around movies and animations as well. Now, I'm not sure how true this story is, but I heard that this house is placed where one of the original owners of the land's properties was located, as this all used to be an open field. According to the story, Imagineers wanted to keep the house in place here to pay respect to the original owners of the land, and then built this area of the park around it. And this billboard is a nod to the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and the trolley being featured here is from the Pacific Electric Red Cars, which is the same trolley system that's shown in the movie. When the park originally opened, Imagineers were considering building an attraction based off this, but it was unfortunately scrapped. But they still wanted to give a wink to the movie, which you'll see more of when you walk around the Bay Lake area. And then again, we have some more billboards that's just really putting you in the mindset that you are in downtown Los Angeles and Hollywood back in the day. And it's just a beautiful area of the park. And this is also going to be where you can go and get pictures with Donald Duck and some of the Fab Five as well. right, guys, so as you can see, it's always a party here at Hollywood Studios. Now, I told you we were going to go and talk about some of the upcoming changes, and one of the upcoming changes that's happening here in the park is actually almost right as you walk in. So it's going to be right next to Brown Derby. And so what's going on is they have actually closed off the area to Star Wars Launch Bay, which is a meet and greet where you can go and meet Darth Vader and some of the other characters from Star Wars. And they're turning it into Disney's animation studios, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. So we're going to go and check that as well. They're bringing the Sorcerer hat back to Hollywood Studios, and it looks like it's going to be incredible. So we're going to walk up by this right now. They've actually closed off the entire area to the land behind here, except for the Little Mermaid show that just debuted last year. So we're going to go and look around here. I'm going to show you guys some of the art that they've got that's depicting what's going to be going on in this area, and then we're going to keep on going right along. All right, guys, so they, like I said, this is going to be the wall where they've closed off this land, but now here is what is coming. Here's what's coming to this area. It looks like it's going to be so cool, and it's huge. It's huge. So as you can see here, they brought the Sorcerer hat back, and it's going to be right on display, right front and center whenever you walk into the building here. And then I'm sure they're going to have different shops in there as well, but they're also going to have meet and greets from some of your favorite animated movies and shows as well. And then if we keep walking down here, this wall keeps just going around and around and around. So as we keep walking down here, they've got some other little signage up as well that's going to show some of the things that are going to be featured in this new area at Hollywood Studios. So as you can see, we've got Stitch, we've got Olaf, we've of course got Mickey and Minnie, we've got Mulan, Baymax, Rapunzel, Moana. I mean, the possibilities are endless with what all is going to be featured in here. But now this is going to be the new feature of this park here. So this is going to be really, really cool. I'm actually really excited to see all that's going to happen, because I didn't get to come to Hollywood Studios until after the Sorcerer hat was taken off the signage. So now that I'm actually going to be able to see that, I'm actually pretty excited about it. So yeah, it's going to be really cool. All right, guys, so if you keep walking around the if you go down the stairs and then turn to the right after you get past the wall here, it's going to take you to the Little Mermaid Theater, which is where the new Little Mermaid show is happening. This is actually a really, really good show. I really, really enjoyed it. I was very pleasantly surprised with it, but the animatronics are great. The special effects are amazing. The lighting is wonderful. This is just all around an amazing show. Alright, y'all, so this is one of my favorite experiences at the park, and it's really one of the most special experiences as well. This is Walt Disney Presents, which is an exhibit that tells the story of Walt Disney himself and how he and his brother Roy came up with the idea of Disneyland and later Disney World. I don't know what it is about this exhibit, but every time you go in here, it's like you can feel the spirit of Walt with you. Right as you walk in, you see photos from different TV appearances Walt made over the years, and it's almost like you can feel the joy and pride he had for these parks and how much he loved his company and employees. You're going to see original models of areas from the parks, from Main Street USA to different attractions listed in not just the properties at Disney World, but Disneyland as well. This desk is one of the original desks used when designing the animations that we've all grown to love so much from our childhood. The Dancing Man was one of the first animatronics designed by Walt and his team in the 1950s and 60s. There's a scaled model of Sleeping Beauty's castle from Disneyland, and then here's a 3D map showing the entire Disney World property, followed by a model of the Incredicoaster that's located at Disney's California Adventure. I'm bound and determined to get to this park one day. And then we, of course, can't not feature Cinderella's castle, because, I mean, come on. And at the time, Taylor Swift's concert was on Disney Plus, so you can see some of her actual costumes from the tour as well. Now, don't judge me for what I'm about to say, but up until recently, I wasn't a big Swiftie, but I've always loved her as a person. But this new album of hers is pretty legit. This is a model of the new Monsters, Inc. area here at Hollywood Studios that's being built now, and this is going to feature a new roller coaster that I gotta tell you, I'm pretty excited for. And now this next display I wasn't prepared for. Have you seen Tim Allen's The Santa Claus movies? Well, here are some of the original costumes and props from the movie. I used to love this movie growing up. It's such a great feel-good movie during the holiday season, and it made me want to go to the North Pole so bad. And y'all, Comet was the best reindeer by far. You have everything from the naughty or nice list, Santa's red pajamas, Bernard's costume, even Comet's name tag, which I absolutely loved, the mug with hot cocoa, and the snow globes as well. And if y'all remember those snow globes, oh, I used to love those. I remember I had one growing up, and I used to shake it all the time, hoping that I would see Santa Claus and his sleigh going through there. Then across from this display is going to be one of my all-time favorite movies ever. It's Babes in Toyland. They've made a lot of these growing up, but the original was always one of my favorites. This took me back to watching this as a little boy laying in my grandparents' floor watching it on their big screen, and I used to love this movie so much. I'm pretty sure this is still on Disney Plus, so if you haven't got to see it yet, go check it out. And then right across from that exhibit, you have another one of my favorite holiday movies growing up, The Muppets Christmas Carol. This exhibit has some of the original costumes as well, and I didn't expect this to hit me in the feels so much when I saw this. But the thing I loved most about this movie is it gave a completely different vibe and feel towards the Christmas Carol story, and Gonzo was my favorite Muppet growing up, and I'm so glad that I got to see that. Now, what we're going to do right now is we're actually going to walk through Toy Story Land. This is the one area that we didn't get to go through whenever we were filming the last video, and I'm super excited for you guys to see this. Now, another thing about this, but I should probably turn the camera around. So right as you walk into the Toy Story area of the park, you see Woody standing there greeting you. But now, before I say this, I didn't know this till recently, but if you've seen Toy Story, you know Tom Hanks was the voice of Woody in the movie. But the voice being played from the display isn't actually him, it's his brother Jim. Now, as you pass the entryway, you're going to come up on Woody's Roundup Rodeo. This is a themed barbecue restaurant, and as you enter through the doors, you're transported to the inside of Andy's toy box where all of his toys are put away. And it's a family style restaurant, so it's a set menu, but you get so much food. It's a little bit more on the pricey area because you're getting an entire experience with your meal, not just going and eating food. It's an entire experience. So it's a little bit pricier, but it's a really good time, especially if you have kids, because the whole premise behind the idea is that whenever you walk into the restaurant, you're actually going into Andy's toy box. And of course your toys, and you know the whole story behind Toy Story was the toys come to life and things along those lines, but they have to hide the fact that they're alive whenever the humans were around. So whenever you're eating or whatnot, you'll hear, hey, Andy's coming, and everybody freezes, everybody. The servers, all the wait staff, the other guests, it's just a cute little thing to do. But they have all different types of theming and decorations and stuff like that, so make sure to go and check that out. But now we're gonna go to probably the very most popular attraction within the park. If it's not the most popular, I would say it's top 2 more than likely, and that is Slinky Dog Dash. This roller coaster is so cute, it really is, and it's a good starter coaster for families with kids, especially at night. If you haven't rode this, I really recommend that you ride it at night because the entire track is lit up. But here in just a second, you'll see the coaster come up through here, and it gets so close to where we're standing. So if you're someone like me that likes doing photo ops or whatnot and taking photo ops, this is a really good area to do that in. And right across the walkway from Slinky Dog Dash is Toy Story Mania. Now, I hadn't rode this until recently, but this is a 3D shooting style game. You're given 3D glasses and you ride through a few different midway games where you shoot virtual rings, darts, eggs, and pies at moving targets. While you're doing that, you're also competing with other riders to see who can get the highest score, and y'all, I gotta tell you, this is a lot of fun. Then you saw Woody and Jessie just then doing a photo op. And now this is the alien swirling saucers. Y'all, let me tell you, this is a fun ride. It features the aliens from the movie, and even though it looks like it's moving slow, you're whipped around those curves. And the ride track is interchangeable, so just because you start in one spot doesn't mean you're going to end in the same spot as well. All right, guys, we are continuing on through Toy Story Land, and one of the new things about Hollywood Studios that just debuted, we are right in front of the alien swirling saucers, but one of the things that's new for Toy Story area is they've actually debuted a new little snack shop where you can go and get all different types of things. They have popcorn and snacks. Now, don't judge me, because I've not had this yet, because honestly, I don't get to come over here to Hollywood Studios as much as what I would want to, just because of the fact that I'm always busy planning out new content and things along those lines. But I haven't got to try this yet, but everyone that I've talked to says that the spring rolls are so good over there at that little shop, so make sure you go check that out. It's right on the edge of Toy Story's area and right across from the Swirling Saucers ride that we were just looking at just a couple of minutes ago. But now we're going to loop all the way back around. We're going to feature Star Wars area, and then later we're going to go and get one of my favorite food items here on property at Hollywood Studios, and that is the Ronto wrap. Y'all are not ready. Y'all are not ready, and neither am I. It's so good. But yeah, we'll check that out, and then we'll check this out, and then we'll go and get that later on this afternoon. All right, y'all, welcome back to Galaxy's Edge. Now, we spent a lot of time in this part of the park in the last vlog video, but we didn't actually go through one of the central parts of this area, and that's the marketplace. This is going to be the area where you go to grab some food or some of your favorite merch if you're a big Star Wars fan, and there's also a lot of characters out walking around today as well, as you'll see in a bit. But I gotta tell you, the marketplace is one of my favorite parts of this area, not just because of the food, but because they have a lot of shade here as well as a lot of sitting areas. So there's a couple of different ways to get to the marketplace depending on which way you're headed. We are coming from the Toy Story area, so we're going to head down the main walkway in Galaxy's Edge, and then you'll see on the right, it's the first big seating area of the marketplace. You can either go around to the right and walk through the sitting area if you need to find somewhere to sit, or if you're waiting for your family to get back while they're shopping, or you can just go slightly to the left and you'll see a small staircase that will take you up into the main part of the marketplace. Now, as you see, they have different shops here that we're going to walk through, and you can get everything from clothes to toy lightsabers, masks for Darth Vader, and the Mandalorian. And you can also get popcorn here as well as the drinks such as the blue milk, which has a pineapple, dragon fruit, rice milk, and coconut, or the green milk that has an orange taste. Or if you're a chocolate fan, you can get the cold brew black cap at Docking Bay 7, which is a cold brew mixed with a sweetened cream cheese foam and crunchy chocolate puffs. But now we're going to go to the left and we're going to look through this first shop. As you can see, they have different clothes that you can get here. And I think if I remember right, those cups there were different themed as well. They have pillows and just different things for around the house if you guys are wanting to get some Star Wars things. Oh, look at her smiling and waving and saying hello. I love it. Now, before I say this, I'm not complaining at all. I actually love this, but everyone was super friendly. When they saw me with the camera, everybody was wanting to smile and wave into the camera. I don't know what it was, but we're just going to go with it. But now this store here is going to be where you can go and get some different stuffed animals and different creatures from the movies. I'm not going to lie to you. I have no idea what any of these are, but some of them are really cute, and I wouldn't mind taking some of these home with me as well. Okay, I gotta get out of this store before I buy like 5 or 6 of those creatures because some of them are really cute. So we're gonna walk back into the main walkway and we're going to head back towards the main part of Galaxy's Edge. But now, you never know who you're going to run into in this area, especially at Galaxy's Edge. So as we turn the corner, everyone's gathered around in a small little area, and I had no idea why, but all of a sudden I saw why. The Mandalorian was doing a little shopping in the marketplace. I don't know what the occasion was or who he was buying for, but hey, by all means, if you want to buy me a few creatures at the store, just right down the sidewalk here, I will gladly take them. But now, I didn't see Grogu with him at this point. I don't know, maybe Grogu was taking a nap, or maybe Grogu's got a little shopping problem and needed to sit this one out. But either way, I was really excited to be that close to him. All right, guys, so this is going to be one of the other little sitting areas. This one isn't well known to a lot of people, so it's usually clear a lot of the time, but I'm not going to lie, I saw that stroller sitting there and I kind of panicked until I saw the arm move behind it there. All right, guys, so the thing about the Ronto wrap is that they actually don't start selling it until 3 p.m. I'm not sure why, because it's so popular and it's so good that they could probably sell it all day long. And well, that actually might be the reason why, is because of the fact that if they sold it all day long, they would probably run out of it within, just a couple hours. But it's so good. We're going to go check that out here in a bit. But yeah, we are now at Rise of the Resistance entrance. So we're going to go and see how long the wait time is for that. But then we're going to go and pop over towards Sunset Boulevard, and we're going to go and look in some of the shops and see what merch they have available. And then we'll go and maybe ride Tower of Terror. Ooh, okay, see you in a bit. All right, guys, so the sun is sunning. It's getting warm. There's sweat. There's a lot. So we're going to actually walk through these shops here, and I'm going to show you guys the merch so that way we can get out of the heat and get a little bit of air conditioning on us. It's going to be great. Here we go. So this is Keystone Clothers. This is one of the quote unquote smaller stores at Hollywood Studios, and it's located on the main walkway on Hollywood Boulevard. This store usually features Star Wars memorabilia and clothing on one half of it and other Disney inspired merch on the other side. But I think they might have changed it up a bit because I actually didn't see a lot of Star Wars merch when we walked through here, but I did see a lot of Indiana Jones merch. So maybe they're changing it up a bit. And then this is the Mickey's of Hollywood store, and this is the main store on Hollywood Boulevard. They have so much to look at in this store, and it features a lot of the Fab Five characters, with everything from plushies to keychains, Mickey and Minnie ears and t-shirts, matching lounge flies for your clothes if you want to complete the look that you're going for, shoes, and different toys as well for the little ones. And there's my main man, Donald, being prepped in the store with the figurines. He is my favorite of the top 5. I love Donald so much, and I was so happy to see these figurines. They're so cute. But there's some more crossover bags as well, and then there's some mini hats and some t-shirts. And now Eric got so excited to see these because we both love the little rubber duckies, but these are themed after the different characters from the movies. And then there are some keychains to go with your clothes and your bags as well. And now I was personally so excited to see these. These are the new Hollywood Studios shirts. You can get them in red or blue. And I've been wanting one of these for a long time, so I'm glad they have them. But then they also have the hats to go with it if you want to get one that matches it. Now, people are saying that this font is going to be the new font for the logo at Hollywood Studios, but I don't know how accurate that is. But then this is the blue shirt as well as the red that you can get. And now I'm gonna tell you right now, if I could get away with it, I would buy this shirt in a heartbeat. I love the pearls in this shirt so much, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't really wear a lot of pink. I'm not a pink type of guy, so there's that. But then they also have the Winnie the Pooh lounge flies, which I want so bad. I love Winnie the Pooh. And there's one for Baymax, and of course there's little Grogu. And then here are some of the miniature bags that feature Mickey and Minnie, and then they also have the little mini purses as well. And then there are some more ears that you can get if you want to go and wear those around the park for different occasions. And then last but not least, we have some of the Disney-inspired shirts as well. Y'all, okay, seriously, I have this bag. I use it every day. This is my work bag. But tell me why I want this one. Why do I want this? What is wrong with me? Y'all, I have an issue, but I need that bag. I need it, right? I need it. Okay, so we're gonna keep walking around here. Alright guys, so this is the darkroom store, and this store is more geared towards decorations and home decor, so they have pretty much anything that you could want if you're wanting to decorate here. They have all kinds of Christmas ornaments here. As a matter of fact, half of the store is geared towards Christmas ornaments only, and the other half is geared towards more things that you could get for around the house as well. But they have any type of Disney-themed Christmas ornament that you could possibly want here. everything from classic movies to more recent movies. They have things from the 2026 collection, so they have things that are themed around each year for your Christmas tree if you like to add an ornament for every year that you go to the parks. They have Mickey and Minnie ones as well. They even have ones for the Pride season, which is great. I love that. And then they even have some that are geared towards the Nightmare Before Christmas, which just absolutely thrilled me because that is one of my favorite Halloween / Christmas movies. It's so good. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. But I love this store. I just love this store so much. I could just stand here and look at these ornaments all day long and be just fine with it. All right, guys, so this is the other half of the store, and like I was saying, they have a lot of home decor in here. So they have the Mickey weighted pillows. I actually have one of these and they're great. I love it. And then you can also get some mugs, and then they also have some thermoses. So if you need to get a thermos, this is your place to go to. They have all different types of them. And they also have some of the cups from Starbucks as well. So if you want to get one of those tumblers, you can do that as well. But this is going to be the place that you go to if you're wanting to get some more home decor things here at Hollywood Studios. All right, guys, so we're running out of time. We're running out of time because I have to go and do some more filming for another video that I'm working on here in just the next little bit. So we're actually going to pause on the stores and we're going to go eat. And then once we go eat, then we're going to go and head over to Tower of Terror so you guys can see that up close. I'm also going to show you guys I'm also going to show you guys the new featured drink that's over there at Tower of Terror. It's called Frozen in Fear, and it's basically grape juice and lemonade mixed together. But y'all, I never knew of a better collection of flavors to go together in a drink. I never knew. It's so good. So good. So I'm going to go and show you guys that, and I'm going to also show you guys where you guys can go get that. And okay, so we're back at Galaxy's Edge yet again, and we're actually going to Ronto Roasters, which is a quick service restaurant that's right across from the Star Cruiser, and this is the menu. You can get breakfast here as well, but we're here for lunch, so you can choose from the Cairo pork rinds, Zuki wrap, Anjouan fruit with muha sauce, or what we're here for today, which is the Ronto wrap. Now, the Ronto wrap is a roasted pork sandwich with grilled pork sausage, peppercorn sauce, and tangy slaw and pita bread. Y'all, it's so good. I've talked about this so much in this vlog video, I know, but it is so good. And then it also comes with yuca potatoes that are covered in a garlic aioli sauce, and it's just the right amount of sauce. But me personally, I love garlic, so I always ask for extra. But you're about to see what this looks like here in just a minute, and I think the yuca potatoes are probably my very favorite part of this. The texture is a real crunchy surface, but the inside is real soft, and that garlic aioli sauce is so good. Trust me, go get it. Okay, so at this point, we finally got our food, and now we're headed back towards Sunset Boulevard. This is during the Mardi Gras season, so they have a marching band that's walking through here, but they have a marching band that plays a lot during Hollywood Studios as well, so I'm not sure if it's just for the Mardi Gras season, but we're headed towards the icon of the park, the Hollywood Tower of Terror. This ride is so good. I remember when it first opened, one of my really good friends from school went to go ride this and was telling me about it, and I wanted to ride it ever since. But the wait time was just a little too long for us because we're running out of time at this point for us to be able to get to our next destination. So we had to skip it, unfortunately. But I did want to take you guys over to the Joffrey shop, which is right across from the gift shop, so that you guys can get the Frozen in Fear drink. This, I don't know if it's new or not, but I had never heard about it until just a few weeks ago. But this is a lemonade and grape juice mixture, and it is delicious. It's so good, especially on a hot day. But now we're walking towards the Rock and Roller Coaster, and y'all, this was my all-time favorite ride at Hollywood Studios. You're about to hear why here in just a second, and I'm so excited, but also devastated at the same time that they're turning this into a Muppets-themed roller coaster, just because of the story behind this for why it means so much to me. But it's still going to be a great ride nonetheless. It's going to be the same, it's just going to be a different theming, so I'm hoping for the best. All right, guys, so I told you guys that there was a very special reason why Rock and Roller Coaster meant so much to me, and here is that reason. So growing up, I always wanted to come to Disney so bad, and when you're young, you don't understand that things cost money and things along those lines, and once you get older, you find out real quick, it does. It costs a lot of money, which is, it is what it is, you know, it is what it is. That's the best way to put it. But growing up, my dad used to love the band Aerosmith. And I remember whenever he would take me to school every day, we would listen to that on the way to school, and it would just get me pumped for the day. I don't know, but it would get me, excuse me, it would get me pumped throughout the day or whatnot, and it was just a special thing that we would do each day. And whenever we would start talking about Disney, or we would see something about Hollywood Studios and the Rock and Roller Coaster would always be featured, we talked about how much he wanted to go and ride that because Aerosmith meant a lot to him. You know, it just meant a lot to him to be able to go and do that for Aerosmith, and to go to their concerts and things along those lines. And so my dad passed away a few years ago, I'd say probably about 4 years before I actually came to Disney for the first time. So whenever we got here, the very first thing that I wanted to go do was go ride the Rock and Roller Coaster. And I wanted to go and ride that in dedication to my dad. And I remember we got on it, and you know when you first ride a roller coaster or something that you've not experienced before, you always get a little nervous. Well, I did. I got a little nervous. But then the song that we used to play in particular on our way to school in the car every day was the song that we got on the ride. And so the ride takes off, and if you've rode Rock and Roller Coaster before, you know how that ride takes off. If you haven't rode it before, go do it. Go do it. If you ever get the chance to, go do it. But anyways, the ride takes off and that song instantly started blubbering, just crying a mess. And then we got off the roller coaster, and the poor cast members that were working in the gift shop, they were like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And I was just crying so bad about it. But it meant so much to me to be able to do that for my dad. And Rock and Roller Coaster will always have a very special place in my heart for that. And I'm not gonna lie, this is probably gonna be just a little bit of a hot take, but I'm kind of upset that they're changing it from featuring Aerosmith to featuring the Muppets. But change is good. I'm a firm believer in that. Change is good. And I'm excited to see what happens. Hopefully I end up enjoying it just as much as I did when it was featuring Aerosmith, but here's hoping. We'll see what happens. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. And that's one of the things that I love most about Disney and Universal as well, is getting to come here and getting to relive those moments from back in the day when we were younger, and getting to refill that nostalgia and getting to share that memory you know, with the people that we're there with and getting to relive those moments all over again. There's no better place in the world than to do that than to come here at Disney or Universal Studios to be able to do that. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and hopefully you guys will get to come here soon and you get to go and relive some of your favorite memories from whenever you guys were growing up, but you also get to go and experience some of the magic and make some of your own memories here at the parks as well. And if you do, I hope that I get to hear about it, and who knows, maybe I'll even get to be there to be a part of making those memories with you. So we'll see what happens, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. So thanks for coming to my TED Talk, and let's continue on this tour. right, guys, that's it for day 2. Well, part 2 of Hollywood Studios. I hope you guys had an amazing time with me. I love this park so much. This park, the thing that I love most about Disney, every single time you come here, you see something else. You see something that you've never seen before. You learn about something that you didn't know about, and it makes you appreciate and love these parks so much. So this has grown definitely into one of my top favorite parks to go to if I am wanting a good, chill vibe. And I'm so glad that I got to take you guys with me for this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, if you did, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button and get notified every single time that we go live. I post videos just as quick as I can. As soon as we get the last one edited, it just takes me a little bit to get everything filmed, but we're constantly adding new stuff and we're constantly coming up with different things to do here on the channel. As well. So make sure to check back here soon. I promise that we'll be going on a new adventure here very soon, and I'll see you guys next time. But in the meantime, never forget and always remember, you are the magic. I'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys.